Hello everyone, welcome to this short and unscripted video where I show off my change job macro. So, if I press one hotkey, I can make my 3 hotbars that has my change job macros, and then I can press on it again to make it disappear. And the reason why I mentioned it is because back in the days, I used to have this macro that will remove the hotbars. As you can see, it says off, and that's because I used to have written on like this on all of the lines. But I found out if you just remove the on, the hotkey will become a toggle. So I don't need this remove macro anymore really. And the way that this works is that I have a hotbar, my hotbar 10, and I have this change slash macro set to the alt and then the button to the left of hotkey 1, the number 1. And then when I press on it, boom, boom. And then of course I have a change slash macro that removes the hotbars and does an emote. And I also change tiles. Because I do love my tiles and it's pretty handy. I also have a healer layout, so this hotbar is only visible on the DPS and tank hot layout because they share the same one. But if I go to healer, it'll disappear because I'm going on hot layout 2. So if we go back, it comes back because I'm on hot layout 1. And the way that you change hot layout is really simple when it comes to a macro. Let's go on Paladin. Hot layout 1, that's the first command. Because then it goes back to hot layout 1, it removes the hotbars, then it does the Black Ranger emote, wait 3 seconds because then the dab is done, and changes to Paladin, job icon, a minion, and title set. I'm really addicted to titles, and it's pretty useful when you use a class only specific for PvP and you want to work on your PvP mount, like for frontline. So a title that I always use is 0 because it's so easy to remember. This one will be Red Maka Red Mage, something like that. I can't remember the title for Red Mage, but it will be something like that. And yeah, that's my really simple and short video about my hotbar macro, because I know some people out there have some crazy ass macros and like a menu and everything, but I just have 3 hotbars that disappear and appear, and then I have change class macro that's like quite long to write just because it has to do a lot. But it would be pretty short if you just had one emote. For example, on my bard, I like to remove the hat at the end because it looks pretty dope if I go from Paladin to bard. If I just show it, because then the head comes off as I do the power up emote. It's pretty sick in my opinion, so that's why that one is quite long. And it's the same with changing to Paladin. It's quite long because of an emote, and I want the timing right. And I love doing the Black Ranger one because even changing class doesn't cancel out the emote. It still goes. So a lot of emotes they actually cancel it midway through. Not the Reaper one that I have. Oh god, I'm naked. don't think about that. Red Mage, that one should cancel it. Yeah, and then another one that I don't have that cancel it is my Ninja. It is a Sleen, which doesn't cancel when you change class. So that's just some bonus information for you. It's been on Green Star. I hope you enjoyed this short video. If you did, make sure to hit a like and check out my other videos. And if you like what you see, make sure to hit subscribe because that will really help me out. It's been on Green Star, and I'm out.